Minecraft and Pokemon, two of the best games of all time. You put the two together and then there's Pixelmon. And Pixelmon, you can pretty much do anything. There's shinies, there's legendaries, you can catch anything, explore, all kinds of biomes and gym leaders, tasks and challenges to complete. It is truly one of the best games out there, and for me, I spent 100 days exploring this cool mod, and I did it on Complex Pixelmon. Not sponsored, but I really did enjoy my time on this server. And on day one, I spawn in with a rare candy and 2 Master Balls. I could have picked a custom starter, but I just went with a regular one and picked Charmander. Very basic, I know. I got a shiny Charmander and chose a job. This job I chose was a trainer, and I could change it at any time. I claimed my rookie kit and grabbed some tokens and some other things and did this free shiny spin right off the bat. You can see I got a shiny Corphish. This guy would be on my team immediately. I did this random teleport biome into a forest. I immediately got to work by cutting down trees and collecting wood for maybe a house to build. There were these Pokeball loots and even a level 1 trainer, which was perfect for me. I of course took him out and decided sunglasses were a good idea, and then I realized they just go on my nose. I caught a Roly-Coly and then also wonder traded that guy away for a Wurmple. I caught a Geodude and a Rattata. Later on I caught some more stuff, but I just spent the night exploring. The next day I found a rare candy from one of the Pokeball loots, healed up my Pokemon, and saw this torn down Pokemon Center. I did though decide to claim this little part of land my home. I chopped down more trees and gathered wood for the house I was going to build. I used these voting keys that I had gotten from voting and claimed some items. I started by just getting coins and rare candies. I claimed my land that I was going to build on and then got to building. It took a while, but I destroyed some dirt, put up my beams, and made a decent house. I'm not a very good builder, but at least it's something. At the night, I found a Gibble, and I caught him. The Gibble would be in my party for now, but then I got back to building on day 4, putting in windows and just kind of fancy stuff. And then I went mining. When I came up from the mines on day 5, I was in my house looking to build a second story because I had a staircase for it. I had to chop down more trees for wood, of course, and that took most of the night. In the day, I finished building a second floor. This put windows and a nice roof on top, and I had tons of stairs that I had to build to make my roof. I also made a sapphire axe out of sapphires I found from the ground and went to warp heal to heal my Pokemon very quickly. And then there was a boss, and I didn't know what a boss was, but it was looking pretty scary and everyone was trying to fight it, and I honestly couldn't figure out how to fight it. Then there was this daily spin at spawn and I got 5 tokens. I didn't even know what tokens do. I destroyed that Poke Center that was wrecked. Day 7, I quit my job as a miner and then went back to being a trainer. As this new trainer job, I beat down some Pokemon and really leveled up my guys. This new Gibble was really helping out my team, and then on day 7, I went mining again. On day 8, there were Pokemon to be attacked. So I did enough to level up my Charmander into a shiny Charmeleon. This guy was now the staple of my team. I had an anvil that I made out of some iron and beat down these aluminum plates to get a healer. I put the healer right outside of my base and made a little wood structure for it. And then I found this warp level grinder, and I didn't know what it did yet, but I figured you can attack these Chanseys and you level up your Pokemon. So this is where the addiction started. I love this. It was so quick and easy, and you could just level up your Pokemon infinitely. After just a couple minutes, I got a shiny Charizard out of it, and I just kept going from there. I evolved a Ghastly into a Haunter, and then that Haunter into a Gengar. My Corphish turned into a Crawdaunt, and I got a Scolipede, and even a Gabite and a Garchomp. I bought some Pokeballs from the /shops, and this would help me catch lots of new Pokemon. And you'll see me in this savanna biome catching all of these different Pokemon. This would help me fill up my Pokedex. I claimed these Pokeball loots that I found all around, and this Master Ball loot actually got me an XP all. I turned on the XP all, and now all of my Pokemon would level up at the same time. This was really going to help my efficiency, and I just claimed more loots during the day. I healed up my Pokemon and then went back to the level grinder because it was just so easy to level up stuff. The video is sped up here, and it's just kind of what it looks like to level up my Pokemon. I'll be doing this quite a few times during the video, so hopefully this will help you realize just how easy things are for me, and it really doesn't take much time. Day 15. This was not really a great day. I went to battle the gym leader because I thought they'd be easier than they actually were. I went to this bug gym because bugs aren't very strong, and I got destroyed. Not once, but actually multiple times. So I went back to catching Pokemon and filling up that Pokedex I really wanted to complete. There were lots of Pokeball loots, different Pokemon, even a Wooloo from Generation 8. I did this all day long, and then I came across this Miltank. It turned from night to day because I was here all day long trying to catch this cow, and I eventually just had to kill it because I could not catch it. I caught some more Pokemon in the night, and even a second Gibble, which I decided to catch for breeding purposes. I wanted to get into breeding, but I realized it was expensive, and just like many things in life, it was cheaper to do myself, so that's what I set on doing. Lots of Pokeball loots and battling Pokemon, and I even found this old fisherman that wanted my fishing rod. I asked if anyone had glowstone, and they told me it was in the shop. So I bought some from the shop, made some redstone lamps, and the famous PCs. This gave me a Porygon leg and body, which was going to help me in the future. I made a ranch block out of all of the stuff I had gathered, and created some clay because that's what Gibbles would breed well on. I had a payday here and collected some endstone for those Gibbles as well. This was my makeshift breeding platform, and I put down a Garchomp and a Gibble, and they started breeding. I had to buy some more Ultra Balls and went back to the level grinder. This was a common theme, you'll see. Lots of evolutions, lots of cool Pokemon. I love all of these guys, and I wish I could just have them all on a team, but unfortunately, most of them we won't see later in this video. And at a boss battle here, I beat a Clefairy multiple times. You could tell my team was definitely getting stronger, and it was only day 20. Lots of great rewards too. I got rare candies, Pokeballs, tokens, and coins. After a while in the level grinder, my whole team was level 100. Is that not crazy? So naturally, I went back to the gym thinking I would dominate the competition, and it really didn't work out that way. Charizard got one shot, and then it just went downhill from there. I lost, again, multiple times. I had more Vote Crate keys and more loot. I got 10 tokens, and I got some coins. Did the daily spin, and got more tokens. These tokens would help me build up my Pokemon in the future. I dragged my team into a PC and went on an exploration. I found a Hakamo and a Jangamo, and I caught all of them. Then I found this guy's pretty cool house. This is something I was really striving to do in the future. By the end of this 100 days, I wanted to be very proud of everything that I had built around my place, and so I decided I should put some days into working on it. I used a lot of the dirt that I had destroyed into making things look more flat and a little bit better on the eyes. I added an extension to my house and also needed a lot of wood for that. Once I was finished, there was this new top layer to my house that you could actually use as a nice lookout. I was pretty proud of this build and wasn't going to do much more building in the days to come. My Pokemon had given me an egg of theirs to hatch for them. I was super honored and took on this responsibility. And here you'll see a second Miltank, and once again I threw all of my Pokeballs at him and he was just not catching, and I literally had to kill him one more time. More Vote Crates here, and here are some of the highlights. I got a random TM, a random egg, some money, I got great balls, coins, tokens, all this kind of stuff. It's really good to vote for the server. You just get free stuff basically, and I think you're helping out the server. And I went back to the gym thinking I could beat it, and I obviously didn't learn my lesson because I had to go to multiple different gyms and I couldn't beat any of them. So on days 25 through 28, I just did some more exploring. I evolved my Kadabra into an Alakazam, caught things like a Stuffle, a Spritzee, a Bounsweet. I was really filling up my Pokedex nicely. And that random egg hatched to a level 1 Skuntank. And here it is, a shiny Larvitar. I had no idea it was shiny at the time, and I was just on this platform, and I don't know what to tell you guys. It looks like cheated in, but I promise I caught it, and I made it ginormous. This guy would now be on my team, and I did some more evolving. This Charjabug, I had to evolve in Extreme Hills into a Vikavolt, and I did another boss battle. This boss is a Blastoise, and of course I beat him a ton of times, and through that I got rare candies, Ultra Balls, and some money. And then my shiny Larvitar was now a big boy Tyranitar. I had 20% of my Pokedex completed by day 30. This was super ahead of pace for me, and I claimed the kit. And perks of that kit were getting some random Pokemon spins and 2 random shiny spins. Random Pokemon, I got a Delphox, a Crawdaunt, a Basculin, and a Meditite. And for shinies, I got a shiny Aeron and a shiny Gorbis. And then I went back to trying to beat things that I could not beat, and so I lost on this battle tower. And then later that day, I was gonna beat a gym. This was a water type gym, and so water Pokemon kind of suck. If you like water starters, they're not good. So I knew I could beat it, and that's exactly what I did. Gym achievement, collect 1 NPC gym badge complete. So I now have a water badge. And I made one of my Pokemon ginormous, and look at that guy. Charizard is now a tank. Also on day 32, a Cascoon evolved into a Cascoon. I don't know how that really works. I cleared out more dirt and a time lapse here, and it kind of just was boring. Day 32 was kind of sucky. I worked all the way into the night, just placing that dirt, and the next day as well. I put down some apricorns on that new dirt, hoping that they would grow into a lustrous farm. The Gibble and Garchomp gave me another egg, and I decided to go mining for a couple days. Through mining, some guy was selling me a Pokemon for 20k, and so I did that, but not before I wonder traded for a Pansage that was shiny. So I bought the Dino for 20k, but then the Pansage was shiny right after on a wonder trade. I was just having a really good time. And then I went back to mining. And then day 38, I put some sunflowers around my base just for that extra spice. I also tried fishing and caught a Magikarp and evolved a shiny Dustox. More fishing, and then I actually found an Ultra Beast portal, which was super rare and unique. So I just went and explored it. This took me quite a few days, and I really spent some time in here. There were Pokemon like Teddiursa, Corphish, Rattata, just kind of the normal stuff, and every once in a while you'd find something weird like this old fisherman. There were these beast balls that gave memories and other loot, and then actually like end cities, but unfortunately this is a server, so they were all pretty much looted. I spent some time in this Taiga Hills biome, and I just caught and battled Pokemon for a while. Really trained up some Pokemon and got some loot. I had to buy some Ultra Balls to catch this Dreepy. This is kind of a rare Pokemon, so I caught him from Generation 8. And you could see my boxes were filling up, and I caught a lot of Trapinch as well. Then there was this like blue obsidian biome, and in that biome I was catching some weird Pokemon. It was called the Ultra Deep Sea. And then back at my place, I claimed an egg and did another boss battle. This one was a level 120 Tyranitar that I beat a couple times, and I got some different and better loot from this guy. One of them was a random plate, and I got a light plate. And then someone summoned a Poke Party, whatever that is, and long story short, I got a shiny Isokue. This was a very weird and random thing to happen, but I was super happy nonetheless, and this guy was so cute. I built another ranch block and put down some sandstone and sand next to my Gibble and Gabite and placed down 2 Trapinch to start breeding. I found a boss Tranquil and actually dropped a upgrade. Then there were Poke Hunts, and what Poke Hunts are you just hunt for a Pokemon, and if you catch it, you get rewarded. Mine was a Fungus, so I spent a couple days in the taiga trying to catch it, and I actually came across a Mega Beedrill. Of course, my level 100 shiny Charizard was pretty much a lot better than him, so I got a Beedrillite, Ice Z, and Rare Candy. And then I made a friend. This was my friend, and I loved my friend, and we had a lot of good times in this forest. And he showed off some Pokemon, and it just got out of hand once more guys came in and flexed on us. So we built out a platform, and I just had a party. This was a fun day. I went back to his place, and he showed me all of his stuff, which was pretty cool, and I had a friend on the server now. He even breeded Pokemon in fire. Who does that? And then he had Pokemon in cake. He had Dratinis on Endstone. And then I went back to the taiga because my time was running out to catch this Fungus. I found one and it was a female, which is the wrong gender, but I still caught it. Found another one and guess what? It was another female. Caught it anyways. And then I found this Togekiss just kind of chilling in the air, and so I caught that guy, level 45. And then I found another Fungus, and this guy was a male. So I completed it and got a Master Ball from it. I went back to the level grinder for a few days and leveled up my Pokemon. These are some of the highlights, just crazy shiny Pokemon, and some of them will be on my team. I went back to my house for a few days and really worked on making it better. I organized my chest with some TM storage and memory storage, and then built a staircase down to what would be my new breeding and apricorn place. It took me a while, but I dug out this big room. I built some wooden beams and then walked down later for it to be completely finished. Put some endstone down and bred my Gibble and Garchomp once again, and then actually found a leaf stone somewhere and evolved my shiny Pansage into a shiny Simsage. I did some more aluminum plate grinding and got a Porygon head and tail, which was perfect because I could now make a Porygon. So I crafted the Porygon and he was just in my base and I caught him. This is a very nice entry to my Pokedex. I also found out you could dye PCs. That was pretty cool. And I planted the apricorns down in my base. I decided to do a second hunt since the first one was a Master Ball loot, and I looked for a Krabby for literally 5 days. Could not find one anywhere, kind of a bummer, but then I went and tried to battle some more gyms on day 70. Kind of like normal, didn't work, I got beat, but then there was a boss and I beat that for some more money and rare candies and tokens. I also decided to do some gambling, so I bet some money on red, and I won. I made a friend on the server again, and he was just in my base, and I actually bought an orb while he was there, and we just did some friend stuff. And then I went back to mining. This was a mining trip trying to get some money actually, because I was looking to do big things in the future. I mined some diamonds, some rubies, gold, and more importantly, some firestone shards to get a firestone. I made an orb of fiery souls, hoping to get a legendary before my time was up. And a fiery shrine is $150,000. So I went back to the level grinder and just tried to figure things out. I evolved my Porygon into a Porygon 2, and just look at this guy. I also tried to sell some stuff on the GTS and it really didn't work, and I don't even think anything sold. I found a random nether portal out in the world and I explored it a little bit, but there really wasn't much there, so I went back. The next day I was in a jungle biome and battled some Pokemon, just caught some new things here. There was also an uncommon boss Rookity, which I beat for a power belt. I also went through everything I owned and tried to sell it for some extra cash. The fiery shrine was not going to be cheap, and I really needed some money if I was going to even think about getting a legendary before day 100. I came up with 21,000 coins and decided to bet it all, because that was a good idea. I placed all of my money on red and of course lost it, because gambling is not a good idea. Please don't gamble. And this was a sad day for Jay, but guess what? I decided to bet all of my tokens this time, also on red, and I lost. And I didn't just lose to black, I lost to green. That's not even a good color. And on days 77 through 85, a lot of days there, I had some voting tools that I had won, and I even made an enchantment table, all getting ready to do a lot of mining. I thought mining could be profitable if I did it long enough. Turns out I was wrong, unfortunately. So I did a lot of mining here. I came up one day, made an anvil, upgraded my pickaxe, and then I gambled all of my coins. And yeah, gambling's a good idea, but also sometimes you win. So this is one of the times I won. I won 30,000 coins, and I claimed all of this stuff that I had gotten from mining, sold that, a total of $1,200, and I was at 37,000. So if I wanted to get more money, obviously I would just gamble it, right? Wrong, bad idea. I lost all of my money, and now I didn't know what to do. So for now, I just cleared out land and tried to make my place look a little nicer. And I did that for days 86 and 87. And I realized if I get a 50% Pokedex, I get a legendary Pokemon. So that's exactly what I tried to do. I was at about 30% at that clip, and I just went ham. I caught so many Pokemon. I even found these things called platforms where you just like get all the spawns in a certain area. So that's what I found. I went up to these platforms, and on day 91, I took a break and joined a team. I joined Team Beacon, and I'll be real with you guys, I have no clue what that does. And so I just kind of wandered around, looked at these missions that I had to do. And then I went to the level grinder and actually wonder traded for this weird looking Magikarp. And I evolved it thinking it'd be super cool, and I didn't get anything. I went ham on the level grinder and just made all of my Pokemon just like evolve into their max potential, and a lot of Pokemon here as I'm going through the box, you'll see. A level 95 trainer on day 93 that I beat just shows you how powerful I am. And then me and my Avalog, look at this guy, this is so funny, just went on an adventure looking for Pokemon. I found a shiny Flaffy through Wonder Trade, and I was super surprised. It was kind of like the Larvitar, I had no idea how I got it. I evolved it into a pink Ampharos. On day 96, I went back to the level grinder, and here's just a sped up clip of me going ham because I needed to get my Pokedex quick. I got a event key, and this was really random. I knew that there was an event, but I just kind of casually did it, and I won. I caught a Pancham, and I didn't get anything good. I literally got 32 diamonds from that, which is a bummer. I did some weird spinny thing to get a Milcery into an Alchemy, and it was kind of cute. And then I made a third friend of the series, and he and I just hung out in the Ultra Dimension as I caught some more Pokemon for my decks. Day 100, guys. I got it. I actually got it on the last day, 50% complete on my Pokedex. And as I claimed that, I was going through all my boxes, so many Pokemon, and I got a legendary spin, which would give me a legendary Pokemon, and a Gengarite. So I got to make a Gengar on the same day. Double trouble, if you ask me. I spun the legendary, and here's what we get. Tapu Lele, not bad, and definitely a unique one. I kind of forget he's legendary. And that's it. That's 100 days in Pixelmon. And as I'm just showing some of my Pokemon from the series here, I just wanted to go over some of the stats that I had. I had gotten 21 level 100 Pokemon, all thanks to the level grinder pretty much. I didn't use many rare candies, but I probably should have. I had 10 shiny Pokemon and a 50% Pokedex, catching 422 out of the 844 unique Pokemon in the Pokedex. But to really wrap things up here today, I love Pixelmon. This was so much fun, and I really encourage all of you out there who want to play Pixelmon to go and try it and join me on this new age of Minecraft modding. So that's going to be my episode. Thank you for watching and supporting me, and if you made it all this way, that's awesome. Thank you.